Hello, welcome to my latest video, the second one of the day on Monday the 11th of October. Just give my camera some of the focus on. This is quite large, it's 24 by 20 inches and it's got quite nice impasto, particularly at the bottom there because it's an old painting I've painted over. Just about make out the spectre of a landscape, and yeah, I've done this burnt sienna underpainting which seems to work really well, so I'll just create a bit of a horizon without a great deal of thought. I've got Payne's grey and a bit of sap green on the brush. I might put a bit of threat up here, bit of anger on the go. That'll do for now. Listening to music as usual. I've got one of my favourite classical pieces of music on at the minute. It's the Sea and Sinbad Ship. Incredible piece of music. But anyway, put some titanium white on first of all, like I usually do. Just churn the sky up a bit. Just blend with that Payne's grey. Yeah, I do like these burnt sienna backgrounds. Not a bad start. Already on that horizon some lumps and bumps have appeared, totally by accident. Looks like a great big duck or a goose or something flying through the sky. The paintings always seem to end up with a big bird in the sky. Just a bit of yellow on the distance there, just a quick suggestion. Start laying down some features on this foreground. Oh, clump of trees perhaps. Another clump of trees. Could be a house. Don't know. Transformed into rocks. I'd love to be able to paint full time, you know, one day. Yeah, I paint every single day, but I've got my day job as well, which keeps the money rolling in. Means I can buy new canvas and paint and stuff like that. But yeah, paint full time one day. In the not too distant future, hopefully. Going nice and quick again, nice big movements. Listening to seeing Sinbad's ship. More Payne's Grey. So far so good. The canvas hasn't fallen off yet. It fell off a couple of times when I was putting the burnt sienna on. I do tend to get a bit excited with my brush strokes. Plus it's high time I got a new easel. I'll have to ask Santa very nicely. You know, I've seen ridiculous easels. I think the most expensive I saw was about £5 and it was bloody remote control, you know, automatic, whatever it does, did all kinds of things, just at the touch of a remote control. But yeah, I can't be bothered with all that. £5, you might as well buy a car. Yeah, I'm sure it's an awesome easel, but yeah, can't be bothered. Whoops, it came off then. Yeah, I've got to try not to swear while I'm painting away. Not really compatible with YouTube. Just put a bit of titanium. Sorry, as you were, ultramarine blue up here. Just see what happens. Bit more Payne's Grey going in. Looking not too bad. Yes, burnt sienna's really helping. As I always say, thank you for watching, thank you for all your likes and things like that. And you know, you could follow me everywhere, you know, as well as YouTube. Don't forget, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WordPress. I've got a blog on WordPress. I keep up to date all the time. And my website, jonkid.co.uk. Don't forget to subscribe. Excuse me, I'll have a drink of my Pepsi Max. Got a bit of a sore throat. That's all the talking I do every day. Yeah, it could be anywhere, this. It's just from imagination, as always. Could be a distant memory. Somewhere in the Peak District. Yeah, 11 minutes in, and we have a painting. It's not the best painting, it's not very good, but it's a painting. It'll do for me. A blank canvas used to fill me with dread. I used to sit and just stare at it. Nothing had come to me. But now, after, oh, maybe 16 months of painting every day, yeah, I never have that problem anymore. I think, I don't get too bogged down in technique and all that business. I'm not really bothered how the paint goes on, as long as it goes on. As long as I'm doing something, just waving my arm about with my hairy stick, and things seem to happen. I think listening to music helps. So yeah, blank canvas fills me with joy now, because it means I can fill it with something. That duck that was flying through the skies kind of transformed into a big owl now. Black and blue owl swooping through the sky or something. That's what I'm seeing anyway. Yeah, well, one thing I haven't seen for a long time is a barn owl. I've seen tawny owls and short-eared owls and things. Never a barn owl in a long time. Yeah, I used to. There was a barn where I used to live, not far from Hope Valley. Bradwell Way. It was down there. There was this barn, and most evenings, a barn owl would emerge from one of the windows and start hunting. Yeah, most evenings. But recent years, the bloody barn's been boarded up, which is not very good for the barn owl. Yeah, I think if I had a farm and a load of barns, I'd keep them open, encourage barn owls. Yeah, there's too many barns being converted into houses and things, which is not good. quite pleased with Sky so far. Yeah, I used to go on holiday to Northumberland a lot. I lived in Derbyshire, and quite often you'd be driving along and there'd be a barn owl travelling parallel with you. Yeah, I love Northumberland. Such a magical place, full of history, which I love. Used to go to Farne Islands quite a lot on a boat called the St Cuthbert, and another one called Glad Tidings, two boats. I think they're still going, them boats. Yeah, I used to go there a lot. See the puffins and things like that. There was one trip we went to, I think it was out of season, because I don't think there was any puffins. I think it might have been, I don't know, late, late August, early September. I think all the puffins had bogged off. But we went on a trip over to the Farne Islands, and if you know the Farne Islands, you know the place, and there's this red and white lighthouse, and that's the Longstone Light, where Grace Darling lived. Now, Grace Darling and her father um, lived there in about, I don't know, 1830s, I should think, off the top of my head. And there was one occasion, I mean, very stormy weather there. And if memory serves me, um, there was a paddle steamer called, if the name will come to me, begins with F, something, Forfarshire, I'm thinking, had ran aground on a nearby rocky outcrop. Some of its survivors were clinging onto wreckage and rocks and what have you. And the most horrible weather imaginable, in a wooden boat, literally a rowing boat, her and her father rescued a lot of people. Don't know how many, and I know the fatalities, but I don't know how many off the top of my head. And that was long before the RNLI and all that sort of thing. And Grace Darling in particular became a bit of a celebrity. And she became a national heroine. So yeah, she became quite poorly, and I think it was only in 1840s, not long after the Forfarshire incident, that she died. I think it was tuberculosis she died of. So it was amazing to be at the actual lighthouse and see the rooms that they lived in and everything like that, and the story, and you could actually see where the Forfarshire went down, just on the way in on the boat. And yeah, she died, and I've been to see her grave actually in Bamber. It's a lovely village of Bamber Castle on the Northumberland coast. And yeah, I think Grace Darling's story was the catalyst for the RNLI to begin. It's shortly after that RNLI was set up. Amazing story. Incredibly brave people, not just living in a lighthouse in those conditions without phones and things, but going out rescuing in the most shocking weather you can imagine, in a rowing boat, picking survivors up. Yeah, it's coming on nice. You know, I'm not sure about the sky. I'll have to have a think. I'm not sure about the great big black mass going across it. I'll have to have a think about that. I might need to sit on it for a while and see. But anyway, plod on. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to go to the Farne Islands, do it. Yeah, the Longston Lighthouse was only open for a very short window of time. We were one of the few members of the public to go in because it was being converted from, analog, if you like, to computerized and digital. So it was no longer going to be manned, and they were refitting it. Oh, accidental road or something in there. And yeah, it was open to the public for a very short time. We were very lucky to be in Northumberland when it was on. So yeah, went on a trip. Amazing place. It's always staggered me how they build lighthouses on a rock in the sea. It's incredible. It just the mind boggles. I mean, any lighthouse. You go to Penman Point in Anglesey, not far from where I live, and the lighthouse there. It's just it's staggering how they built them in early 1800s and before then. It's incredible how the amazing feat of engineering. And even lighthouses that aren't really in the sea. You get the lighthouse at, I think where it is now. Oh God, where is it? Just past Prestatyn. There's a lighthouse on the beach, and the tide comes in and washes, cuts the lighthouse off, so it's in the sea for some of the day. But then the rest of the time, it's all mud flats. And how you build something on mud flats, and you can only do it for a bit of the time during the day because the tide comes in. I don't know, it's amazing how they do it. Amazing. But I suspect they might have, put a kind of barrier up, dug a trench or whatever to keep the sea at bay while they worked on it. I don't know. It's the same method they used um, at Houses of Parliament. Built it right next to the Thames. You sink some piles of wood, great big bulks of timber, and you build a wall in the Thames. You pump all the water out, and that leaves a dry area for you to work in. They might have done the same for some lighthouses. But yeah, it's mind-blowing. It really is mind-boggling. But anyway, me banging on, I think we're there. I think we're just about done. Yeah, it'll do for me. Bit of tidying up. Yeah, I'll have to think about that sky. I'm not sure about that great big black thing. Might be too distracting from the landscape, but we'll have a think. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello again. There's more. There's more. I'm going to sort this sky out. I've sat looking at it for a while, and yeah, I'm going to get rid. So yeah, this is it's quite a battle. This painting. It's taking longer than anticipated. But yeah, I don't like it, so I'm going to make a change and see what happens. So first task, I'm just going to get my music set up and do everything else. It's a bit of a gamble. It might ruin it, but I'm just going to put some titanium white on. Just to take the edge off that great big black mass. You know, some people might prefer the black anger in the sky, but this occasion, yeah, don't like it. So I'll get rid. It's beauty about painting. If you don't like it, go over it. Yeah, though I was, you know, when I'd finish a painting and I have a nagging doubt, I do make a change. So it's quite a drastic change. It might end up being disastrous, but we'll see. Yeah, just working some titanium white in. Oh, so it's bloody fallen off. I'm quite excited. Yeah, it's not my tools, it's me. Yeah, the Payne's Grey has dried quite a bit, but it's alright. I can work over it. See, if it was an oil paint, I could come back to it tomorrow and still manipulate it and work on it. So it'll still be wet, but acrylic dries very quick. Oh, penal. Try to swear. Penal's not a swear word, is it? No, no. To think then. I'm getting barred by YouTube. Yeah, excuse me right now. Just add a bit of titanium white down here. Yeah, I was saying earlier about the lighthouse on the beach. They must have done that. Must have built a palisade in a big circle while the sea was out, and worked from there. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. It's just speculation. I do love the work of Fred Dibner. He really got me interested in engineering and our industrial heritage. It was incredible, man. But yeah, definitely recommend watching some Fred Dibner documentaries. Third dib another Bolton steeplejack. There's one person I'd love to have met, I'd love to have seen him, but it wasn't to be. Yeah, it's amazing how he used to, climb 200, 300 foot chimneys without any safety stuff at all. Just ladders. No safety. Yeah, and when he became famous, he used to, have camera crews with him up there, and he used to relish in seeing the camera crew's ashen faces who were absolutely terrified. But yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. It's on YouTube and just about everywhere, if I did know. Yes, this is looking more like it. This is working now. Much better. It's far less distracting, the sky. Much more like it. I think this might be the future new development in the painting. There's no rhyme or reason to my skies. I just do it while I'm listening to music. It doesn't really follow a set pattern or anything. It's quite chaotic. But it works. So yeah, I'm pleased now. I'm glad I made that decision. Yes, it's been a bit of a battle, this painting. Yeah, a bit of a tussle. I might have to call it Tussle, actually. That's a good name. Call it that. Tend to name my paintings after, doing a film, because then kind of get inspired by what I'm talking about. Yeah, a bit more with my rake. Quite pleasing brush strokes there. And hopefully when it's fully dry there'll be some nice lumps and bumps on the landscape. This is the second landscape I've painted on this particular canvas. So there'll be some nice pleasing impasto down there. I hope anyway. Yeah, this is much more like it. I haven't really watched any tutorials on how to paint clouds. I just do it, wave my arm about and stuff happens. I think it comes with practice. I've still got a lot to learn, but it's getting there. Just keep painting every day. That's the way to do it. Think to paint, you've got to become obsessed with it. Literally have paint coursing through your veins. Yeah, this is much, much more like it. Yeah, I think we're almost just about there, I reckon. Yeah, I'm glad I got rid of that big black. shape. I did not like it. Yeah, these little patches of blue help as well. Give the impression that there's blue sky behind those clouds. And I've only used 3 patches of blue. I haven't painted the whole sky blue behind it. But anyway, I think we're done. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.